Good afternoon, NPC. I'm Dipanjan Purkayastha from Tiger, and while they get the AV out, we'll just start because, people who pitch and hustle, we don't want to waste any time. So while we get that up, that's there. We are a multimodal. Is the volume okay? Is it too loud or is it fine? Too loud.
It's okay.
Right?
It's okay.
Could you reduce a little bit? Yeah. All right. Perfect. So we are a multimodal app platform for transportation platform for cabs, bikes, autos, all kinds that you can think of. With our fleet owners and our drivers, where they pay us a small subscription fee every month, and we also earn from ad usage on our customers' app phones. So this was some of the elements that we talked about. So we have no contracts, no restrictions, which means for passengers there's no surges. There's no surge pricing, and you have access, for example, in Kolkata, you have access to the entire taxi population of Kolkata, which means every meter taxi and AC taxi in Calcutta, which is 25,000 fleets, is available on the platform as we grow. And compare this to, we compare this to aggregators where they obviously have surge pricing models and lots of contractual restrictions, incentives based on how many rides they have to do. We don't have any of that, which makes us super easy for us to scale across different cities. As we're doing now, we are running a pilot in Mumbai across auto rickshaws, 10,000 auto rickshaws there. We are running a pilot with limousines in Montreal and Toronto in Canada, and we're now discussing launches across London, Madrid, and Barcelona. And all of this is happening super fast because we are onboarding taxis at the rate of almost 50 cabs to 100 cabs a day. Typical aggregator models take around 40 to 72 hours to onboard each vehicle on their platform. The reason that they do that is because they're incentivizing an existing infrastructure of cabs and vehicles and pushing them onto their own model. We are not doing that. There's already an existing infrastructure of cabs and taxi vehicles across the world. We are just tapping into the same infrastructure and enabling them with the same features and capabilities that these aggregator models have. And we're doing that at no cost. You know why? Because I'll give you an example. If all of you work in companies, if tomorrow a ERP company, say Oracle, came to your firm and said, we're going to provide ERP service to you, and as a result of doing that, I'm going to take 50% of your revenue. It's going to be funny. Why? Because you're used to a regime of license fees in ERPs, but in the taxi world, the taxi is the owner's, the driver's cost is theirs, maintenance costs, fees, fuel, everything is theirs. However, because I'm able to provide an app, which by the way took me 6 months to build, I'm going to take all your money away and decide how much I'm going to pay you back.
Your time is up. Yeah.
So we don't believe that's fair, and that's why we created an app which is free for everyone.
Thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause?
Thanks.
Development of some life cycle or some application. So whenever we talk about development of any application, so what is the common scenario? This is the common scenario. That means there are different phases of the application which is getting done by different stakeholders using their different tools in their different areas, right? And different tools means these may be offline tools like Word or Excel or any other commercial tools that are available in the market. So when this is the scenario, what are the problems that we generally face? We face that the management is actually out of this loop, and there is a lack of visibility, process, automation, and traceability among all these teams. So there is no central visibility that what is going on and how to improve the productivity or how to improve the quality of the product and in a reduced cost. So what we are doing is, we are actually integrating all these units to a single and bringing them under the single umbrella. So we have a web-based application which we call the ALM Studio. It integrates all these components of application lifecycle management phases through this omnibus integration, and as a result what we achieve is cost tool traceability, reporting, dashboard. And also another thing that you can do is you can implement a centralized governance process cutting across all these phases and cutting across all these tools. Now the point is there are many vendors who are doing this, so why Covea? So this is the architecture that we have. So as you can see that ALM Studio themselves provide all the components or all the different phases of application lifecycle, and whatever we don't have, we have integrated those through our engine. Now Why Covea? The main reason is that build your integrated ALM with all the tools that you have. That means you don't need to replace your existing investments, but what you can do, you can utilize those, integrate them, and bring them under the same roof. So at the end of it, what do you achieve? It's a 25 to 30% saving in cost because the manual interaction between the team completely goes off. It's absolutely automated, and also a good amount of improvement in the quality. So that's why we say that instead of doing this application development in bits and pieces, you should integrate all of them, build an integrated ALM environment, and take the benefit of it. So some of the major customers that we have customers from different sectors, from the BFSI sector, from the defense, other, manufacturing, and also some of the services companies like Infosys and others. So this is the list of customers as of now with what we have. And as time goes, we are also expanding. So I think that's it. And thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Have a round of applause for that. Next is GFS Crane DCIM. The team, please, here.
Yeah, good evening, friends. So I'll come straight to the first about the company. So we are a Calcutta-based company. We are pioneering next generation data center technologies and critical infrastructure management software for the new industrial age. So the products that we have, out of which the first one is what we are showcasing today. The first one is a data center infrastructure management, or DCIM software. It's a policy-driven infrastructure management software for data center, physical and IT infrastructure. And we also have something called CIM, which is critical infrastructure management. And that's typically for manufacturing plants, telecom towers, and other site infrastructures like ATM site infrastructure. So what do we offer? As a product, these are the functionalities. We do power management, environment management, asset management for data centers, and capacity management. Of course, there's something called an alarm management, which is real-time alarm and incidents. And we offer customizable dashboards, modeling and visualization of the data center. We offer recommendations on how to improve data center operations and efficiencies. And we also do predictive analytics as well as historical analysis. So what does GFS Crane DCIM monitor? So in a data center, you have the physical infrastructure components, which could be utility meters, building management and automation systems, UPS systems, racks, backup generators, fuel tanks, cooling and humidification, and also you have IT assets on the IT infrastructure side. So GFS Crane monitors end-to-end both facilities as well as IT infrastructure. So what we are offering is, what this software does is it basically bridges the gap between the facilities and IT of a data center operation. And it provides a single management console. So what we are typically doing is we are capturing raw data from all the different endpoints of both facility as well as IT endpoints in a data center, which comes to the tool, and then we are transforming the data into business intelligence. These are some of the dashboards, some of the visualization that you see here, some of the analysis. So what we do: modeling, visualization, dashboard alarms, predictive and what-if analysis, and recommendations, which is basically call to action. So what are the financial savings? Higher availability of data center. The software helps in higher uptime. It helps in sweating out existing investment that has gone into building and running the data center, and it reduces operating cost. Some of the partners and some of the customers that we have, along with having some good customers in India and abroad, we also are working with technology partners like IBM, Wipro, Honeywell, Socomac, Rital, to name a few. Thank you.
Next team is Plan My Ad.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Vidita from Plan My Ad. Plan My Ad is a one-stop e-solution that caters to every aspect of outdoor advertising campaigns, from choosing the media to booking it and beyond. I'd like to show you all a small video that explains what we are doing. Now let's look at some of the features that make us unique. Firstly, we have a map-based interface because location is the most important decision-making factor in outdoor. We also give you an opportunity to negotiate with the vendors directly through a counter-offer mechanism. Now, we are into e-commerce and analytics is definitely the buzz. So we've incorporated analytics into a few planning tools. We have the points of interest using which you can advertise around places of interest like hospitals, hotels, and more places. We also have the industry suitability using which you can find out the suitability of particular media places for your company. We also use demographic details to help you in data-driven planning. Now, outdoor advertising is not something that companies do very often, and even if you've done it before, you can never be sure that if the prices that you're paying are justified. So this is where the campaign calculator comes into place. All you've got to do is select a particular location and a few parameters, and the approximate price that you should be paying for that billboard comes up. In order to ensure that your campaign is being executed to the dot and the flex is not torn or removed, we provide monitoring services through time-stamped photographs every 3 to 10 days. Now, in the past 1 year, we worked with over 50 clients. I'll just show you a list of the companies that we worked with. We've also been really lucky to be recognized at a lot of platforms. We are a part of NASSCOM 10,000 startups. We were shortlisted as one of the top 3 startups at Venture I5, organized by IIT and IIM Indore. We were shortlisted among the top 50 startups by Emerge 50, and we were also a part of NASSCOM's delegation to Silicon Valley this summer. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Good evening. Medical emergency, this is about a medical emergency app. Medical emergency is a dreaded app, dreaded phenomena globally. In India, it means more than just dread. It means helplessness, it means darkness, it means a state of utter panic. National Human Rights Commission states that 4 lakh people died last year just owing to road accidents and cardiac arrest, and believe me, a great percentage of that just couldn't reach hospitals. So we have tried to look for an answer through our HB SOS app. It's got primarily 8 features. The first feature, this is basically Android location sensing app. The first feature is basically doctors, where we have tried to sign up with an SLA with those doctors who can come and visit you at odd hours. For example, let's say 2 a.m. in the morning. Either they come over to your residence, or you can also be treated at their own chamber. Their qualification, their name, their fees are mentioned. There is a payment gateway which is integrated with that, so you can actually pay for that particular doctor. There is also a collateral app, which you see the picture right on the right-hand side, which sits with the doctor's phone. And once the doctor's coordinates matches with the patient's coordinates, only then can the payment be transferred to the doctor. The next most interesting thing that we have is basically a rerouting option. As you know, in India, we don't have a separate lane for ambulances, and there are very often cases where people have had to die on the ambulance itself. So this is a very unique function where, for example, if you got stuck up in a particular place, you can just tap on this particular icon, and it instantly throws up the list of the hospitals which are in the immediate vicinity. It not only gives you the names of the hospital, but it also tells you the route map and also the approximate time taken to reach that particular hospital. Another very important feature which is there is basically the SOS button. One press of that button and 3 SMS triggers immediately goes off to the numbers that you've already pre-saved. For example, it could be your friend's number, relative's number, which says that I'm in a medical emergency, kindly contact me. Other than that, we've also got hospitals which are appearing in this particular list from your nearest location of your phone to the farthest. It gives the name, the address, and the phone number and the route map. We also have the ambulance service, which also throws up the similar kind of data from the nearest to the farthest. We also have pharmacy shops, which are open for 24/7, not just during the day. And these medicine shops will also carry the address and their how to reach that particular place along with their phone numbers. Other than this, we also have the blood banks, and we also have the blood donors, which are mapped as per your community. So the moment you trigger an SMS saying that I have got O positive blood, there are very high chances that the person might respond to you saying that, okay, fine, I'm interested to donate blood, please share your coordinates. Other than this, we also have your road trauma service, which is an area of huge neglect, where the list of the service providers based on the nearness to the farthest is actually mentioned here. This app is required for whom? This app is required for any and everybody. Be it a person who's visiting a city for the first time, to a tourist, to even a housewife, to people who also work like you and me. And this is a part of our larger offering. This is the B2C Connect tool with our main website, which is a knowledge portal on decision and comparative analytics on the entire spectrum of healthcare. So ladies and gentlemen, I have pleasure in presenting this HB SOS app to you. It's completely available on Google Play Store, and the download is completely free of cost. Please use it. It'll be of your help, I'm sure. Thank you.
I'll request Mr. Sanjay Junjunwala of Money Group to come on stage, please. Kamal, I would request you to present a memento to Mr. Sanjay Junjunwala. Thank you. GFS Crane DCIM. Plan My Ad team. HBSOS. Round of applause, please.